Today we're going to have Meg Josetti on. She is the second lady of the PWNA. Her husband is Bo Josetti, the vice president of the PWNA, so we're really happy to have her on. Meg, thanks for coming on board with us today. We appreciate you taking some time.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
No problem. You know, there's this big event coming up, the PWNA convention in Orlando that's coming up here in just a couple weeks. And you guys do a really cool function at that. I've always really admired it, and it's called the Wine Wash. And what is that about? What's behind that?
You know, we're always trying to find ways, the PWNA and really any org, to get attendance at our events. And so back in 2015, preparing for 2016, I volunteer for the org. So just thinking about what can we do to get more attendees? And then it made me think, well, what's keeping people from coming? You know, kind of flip it around. And as a female in the industry, I kind of really thought about, you know, the wives and the spouses and maybe the women in the office that aren't in the field. And do they, you know, they come to these events, they don't know anyone, you know, they're not as engaged as the guys that are in the field and things. And what can we do to make them feel welcome? You know,
yeah.
So that really is how it all started. Is we wanted something on a smaller level that wasn't intimidating, that women could come to just hour and a half and make some connections. So the rest of the time they're at the convention, they see familiar faces.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I know I've been to conventions and things with my wife, and she's like, I'm going to go by a pool. I'm not going to go talk window cleaning or pressure washing all day. She goes, you know, so it's just a nice idea to involve them, I think.
Yeah. That was really our point.
Yeah, that's excellent. You know, they say, Meg, see if you agree with me on this. They say that behind every successful man, there's a woman. Would you agree with that?
I think there is a lot. I do. I think that you know, in this day and age, you can say that, but there's also, it's just a teamwork. You know, it's everyone using their skills to focus on what they are strong at, and it's a team. So
yeah, you know, I know coming up through when I built my business, I know that part of my success in the business was the fact that my wife wasn't necessarily, you know, real active. She wasn't in the sales force, or she wasn't going out and cleaning or doing that or running the guys. But behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. Oh. And even if they're not in the business, there's still a lot going on, because they're not going to be home at times. The home fire still needs to keep burning. The kids got places to go. You know, everything that needs to be done. I know that if I wouldn't have had near the success if it wouldn't have been for the support of my wife in the background. And I think that's the same for a lot of contractors.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the guys recognize that. That's what's so great, is the men in this industry that have supported this little venture. And, you know, the messages I get, you know, oh, my wife's coming, here's her name. And we jot that name down in our team that runs the Wine Wash for the PWNA. We have those names. When we see those women show up, we have those names, and we'll be approaching them even before the event. You know, this is how we've organized it, just to make sure everyone gets that really huge welcome.
Yeah, that's such a great point. Let's get back to the event a little bit. If a person has never been to a Wine and Wash at the PWNA convention, and maybe the women would be just a little intimidated because they've never been, they don't know what to expect, kind of give them a little idea. What will happen at this event?
Well, basically, it is set up as a cocktail hour, and we try to do it a pre, because we have so many other things going on. We don't want to miss out or to join their spouse, or whether they're alone or not. But so it's like 3:30 to like 5, and if they can get themselves, it is hard for some people. If they can get themselves to the door of the event, they will then have nothing to worry about, because they'll walk through that door, and they will have there's a whole team of us that's why we're there, to engage them, to talk to them, really spend time getting to know them, let them tell us about themselves. You know, and it makes it, you know, we have wine, we have cheese, we have sponsors for this, we have fun swag bags, door prizes. So it moves really quick, and it's hard not to feel comfortable, because it is a small environment and it's not intimidating at all.
Yeah, very good. That'll be really, really nice. There's going to be wine. There's going to be cheese. You've got some swag prizes or whatever that you give away, and everybody's done a really nice job with that. You've got a ton of sponsors. So tell me about them. Who's helped put this on?
Well, we have some main sponsors, which we're very grateful to you. So I'll just go through the list kind of. So our bags are really great. This year, Wendy and John Pfister. What's cool is we have vendors and contractors sponsoring this event. So Wendy and John Pfister from Gentle Pressure, they sponsored the bags this year. Allison Hester from eClean did the wine glasses because they're a real wine glass they take with them.
Nice.
We do a new one each year. The food, all the food is being provided by the Joe Walters team.
Cool.
Joe Walters Insurance. And then the wine, you, Pressure Washer Safety. So we're thrilled about that. That was our one last thing that, anything that doesn't get sponsors, the PWNA jumps in, but that was one last thing that we didn't have. So we're grateful to have you.
Happy to do
it. Then, an unusual, we have a kind of a surprise donation that I won't ruin the surprise, but Eric Tower, who's a contractor, he's done something really special this year.
Very cool.
And then we have a whole group of people that fill our bags. And I can tell you real quick, we've got John and Kathy Tornabeni from Clean Power Wash Contractors. Myself and Bo, we always sponsor. Carlos Gonzalez from EBC. Lilani Chostner and Sean Gross from the PowerWashStore.com, Nashville. Allison puts things in the bag from eClean. Mark Ramondo from Washmart. And the Nilfix group, Hydrotech, that whole group, Bob Grutzmeyer, Michael Hindelater from PowerWash.com, and Raymond and Tanya Burke from Spray Wash Academy.
Awesome. So a lot of great support for this event. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And we appreciate you as an industry person. You said at the beginning of this thing, you're a volunteer. This stuff takes hours to put together. And, you know, and all the different people you got to call and contact and get back with and all this stuff. Meg, we really appreciate you doing it, putting it on for the contractors and their wives. And what just a nice special edition it is to the PWNA convention.
Oh, thank you. And I appreciate the PWNA for giving us the stage to do it. It's something that all the board members have been supportive of from the very beginning, and that without them, we wouldn't really work. So we really appreciate that.
Well, excellent. Guys, if you haven't got registered yet, get down to the PWNA convention. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. What a great city to have a convention in. Lots to do. Check out the Wine and Wash event that Meg is putting on there at the PWNA convention. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you down there. Meg, I'll see you down there for sure. You and Bo both. And thank you so much for coming on board with us today.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you.
Stay tuned for our next episode of AWC TV by following us on YouTube, Facebook, or our website, awcmag.com.